big movie hits the past few years, and he's currently starring in the movie called Red Heat. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Look at that coat.
I like that, huh?
You're the only guy I know who could walk out in a purple coat and nobody's going to make fun of it. That is a good-looking coat.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Terrific, thank you.
Is this new picture, is it out already?
No, it's coming out on Friday, and on June 17th, next week.
Every picture you've made the past few years just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Well, I think it's the reason is that they're concept pictures, you know.
Yeah.
I really go for the concept. And Red Heat, again, is one of those pictures that it's a really great concept with the whole idea of a Soviet police officer coming to the United States, and especially at this time now with the summits and this glasnost and all this. So the timing is perfect for that.
Yeah. We'll talk about the picture in a moment. You have been, I've made jokes about you on the air. You know, you've got the accent, muscles and so forth. Did you get used to it?
I have a great sense of humor, so I love when people make fun of me. And
well, I didn't make fun of you. I didn't make fun of you.
No, but I mean, when they do.
I made amusing references.
Yeah, no, but I don't care. I mean, I went through a roast at the Friars Club.
I heard about that.
And, I mean, I heard, jokes beyond belief, let me tell you.
Have you ever been to a male stag roast at the Friars before?
Oh, yes. I've watched one, but, I mean, this time I was the subject of one. I mean, it was quite different to sit there and be hammered away for 3 hours.
Are there any jokes you could tell? Now, I've emceed a lot of those, and I've been on the dais at the Friars, and it gets a little... It's for men only.
Well, you know, the best ones are, of course, the ones that you could never tell to an audience like this, because, I mean, they're all innocent people out there.
We have people here from Morris, Iowa.
But I've heard some really good ones. One of them that I thought was... Milton Berle is one that really takes some great shots at my acting always. It's quite funny. I mean, he said that I am to acting what Raymond Burr is to ball vaulting.
True. That comes with the territory.
Yeah. And another one he said was, I can't quite remember now, but it was something like that for Arnold Schwarzenegger to wait for an Oscar is like leaving the porch light on for Jimmy Hoffa.
Would you ever entertain the idea of doing a comedy, or is that completely removed from what you would even feel comfortable with?
No, I love comedy, and this is one of the things that I always try to put in my films, because I love action-adventure, but I also like that comic relief in the films, and it really works well because the audience loves comedy. And in Red Heat, we have comedy all the way through, because Jim Belushi plays the worst cop of Chicago, and he gets hooked up with me as the toughest police cop, the Dirty Harry of Moscow. And so that itself is a lot of comedy all the way through. But right now, I'm doing one with Danny DeVito, which is a straight comedy. It's called
a strange
Twins.
Combination.
Yeah, it's
Twins?
Twins, yes.
You and Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
That's a great concept.
Yeah,
you shot part of this, did you not, in Red Square in Moscow?
Yeah, we were very fortunate that we got the permission finally to shoot on Red Square, and I think it was very important because it lent a lot of authenticity and realism to the film. Yeah. Because in the beginning of the film, we start out in the Soviet Union, and to establish the shots on Red Square and to see me on Red Square, and then various different scenes in Moscow, really works, because then when we cut to Chicago, there's really a different look to the whole thing.
We'll come back. We'll take a break. I want to come back and tell what happened when you were walking around in Red Square in the Russian police uniform. We'll be right back. Talking with Arnold Schwarzenegger about his new picture. Pick up. You were wearing the Russian police uniform in Red Square. Mm-hmm. Did people know who you were?
Yes, there was a few thousand people coming around watching us film this scene. I didn't realize that any of the films that we make over here come over there, but they're trading it on a black market, on a video market. So those kids really, they know all the actors in America, see all those action-adventure films, so they know very much who you are, except some people. And that's, of course, when I was there with that uniform, with this Russian uniform, it looked exactly the same way as the police officers looked on Red Square. So I was walking around doing my scene, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes this Russian cop towards me and screaming loud, and on and on and on. And I, of course, had no idea, so my interpreter came over, and he asked him, he said, what do you want? He says, he should go over there and direct the traffic because all those government cars are coming out right away. And so he told him, he says, he doesn't understand what you're saying. He says, he's the actor of this movie. And he says, push it, Lucy Krashenyen. You know, and he ordered us away right away, you know, because all those government cars were coming out.
You do a pretty good phonetic Russian gibberish.
No, this was Russian.
But it's not
Russian. This is Russian.
How did you get away from the German to the Russian? Did you have to work on that?
Well, first of all, there were 20 pages in a film that were in Russian dialogue, so I had to study those lines in Russian. So they took around 3 months. I worked on that. And then I worked with Robert Easton, who is the dialect coach.
We've had him on the show.
And he...
how would you say? Can you know a few Russian words now?
Oh, yeah, what I said before.
Was that all Russian?
Yeah. Попробуй пудершет раз кольоний камен в руки, пока не появится партнер.
Oh, I just thought it was Russian. You've been there, can't you? I thought you were just doing...
Если видим после действия Tonight Show.
What did that mean, Arnold?
It just means you have the greatest show around.
Yeah, that's great Russian. Okay, we don't want to get behind time. We're going to show a film clip from Red Heat. Does this need any preliminary explanation?
Well, basically the film, you know, it's like me being the fish out of the water. I'm coming over from the Soviet Union to the United States, and I'm trying to track down dangerous criminals. And, of course, the system in America is quite different. And so Chimbalushi is trying to explain to me all the time things, and I don't quite understand it. And so there's really a different we can't quite communicate. And here's one of the situations.
Watch the monitor. Here's one of the scenes.
Tell me, Captain, where did you get the gun you used?
Registered 99, Moscow Militia Headquarters.
Ridzik?
He did not know about gun.
Under the circumstances, I'm going to have to ask for your weapon.
And I say, no.
I see Ridzik is teaching you a sense of humor. Your gun, Captain! Now!
We have many men like Commander Donnelly in Soviet Union. I understand him. He's like KGB.
All right. I owe you one, because you saved my life tonight. Here. Captain Danko, you are now the proud owner of the most powerful handgun in the world.
Soviet Potorin 9.2 millimeter is world's most powerful handgun.
Come on, everyone knows the Magnum 44 is the big boy in the block. Why do you think Dirty Harry uses it?
Who is Dirty Harry?
The size of that. What the hell was that? Was that a...
There was actually a Desert Eagle 44 Magnum, and it was rebuilt to make it look like a much bigger gun, because in my hand, most of the handguns look too small. Yeah. So they built this
Had to
huge
scale
cannon.
it up?
Yeah, exactly.
What's next up for you after this? You got something...
Well, I'm filming right now
with
Twins, with Danny DeVito, and then we're doing a war movie, a traditional Second World War movie for Warner Brothers, which is going to be called Sergeant Rock.
Yeah.
And we're going to film that in Europe. So there are a lot of things coming up.
It's always great having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment.